Hi, my name is David Walther and I'm a healer, a medium and spiritual wellness development coach and author of 2 books, The Diary of a Gatekeeper, Book 1, and Dark Warrior, Book 2, both books based on the spirit realms and the energetic realms we live in, based on real life scenarios and stories which I've put together for learning and your entertainment. And there's lots of learning in those books. You can get them direct from me or from Amazon. Now, on that very topic, I do, as people will probably know, a lot of house clearings. And when I say house clearings, I mean removing energies from houses and that kind of stuff. Bad energies, negative energies, spirits that shouldn't be there. To all different levels. Some of them are okay spirits, some of them just need to be moved on, and some of them are nasty, and that's the way of the world. Same as with people, you get bad people, good people, and all these different levels in between, and it's no different with the spirit realms. So once I've cleared a house and I've cleared the energy and the spirits have been moved in, the portal's been closed, the vortex has been closed, the energy has been shifted to be at least neutral or positive and everything else, then everything should be okay. And people always ask, can it come back? They always ask this, can it come back? And I kind of understand that. Well, the simple answer is, generally speaking, no. If you move something along, a spirit, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it just needs help, then it shouldn't come back, no, if it's done properly. Particularly just like Casper the Friendly Ghost, or your auntie that just needs to be moved on, or a friend that just needs to be a bit of help, then no, it should be moved on, get taken away by spirit, and it should all be sorted out, and that should be fine, and it shouldn't return. The proper dark ones that have to go elsewhere, again, same rules, they'll be gone if it's done properly. And that's where you need the right person for the right job. Because if you play around with the wrong ones, okay, the dark ones, and you are not capable of doing it and it's out of your skill set, and that's not a criticism, we've all got our things that we're good at, aren't we? Then that can aggravate the situation and cause more problems, both for the house, for the people in the house, and for yourself. You absolutely need the right tool for the right job. So if let's assume you've got the right person to do that job and to remove the dark ones from the house, then yeah, it'll be gone. There is a slight caveat with these things, that sometimes there is a kind of like a bigger picture involved, where there's a dynamic where certain things are meant to interact with you to help you learn and grow. And that's down to you and the person who's helping you move things on to understand that and deal with it. But generally speaking, if you move a spirit on and it's done properly, no, it can't return. With that slight caveat I just talked about, which is the rare occasions. So it should all be done properly. You just make sure you get the right person for the right job. And it's the same when you've got an attachment, spirit attachments on a person, and that does happen. Exactly the same, take it away. If it's done properly, it should be gone, end of story. There is again this caveat where, if it's part of, say, a family dynamic, yeah, and these things keep going on, and one of these family members just won't go, and it causes all kinds of other problems, and it can get quite complicated. But then when you've got that scenario, but these things are happening to help you grow, then again, that's a little bit different, but it's down to you and the practitioner, if you like, the person who's helping you deal with this, to work through that and still get it all done. Generally speaking, though, the rule is that if it's done properly, once the spirit's been removed from your house or from you, it should be done. Now, the other thing that comes up is sometimes, of course, you need to have a second look. So you'll clear the house, and then sometimes you need to have a second look. Okay, it's like any job. You're topping and tailing it. So sometimes you need to go in and have a second look and just check it's all done, and you might find some residue or something like that. or it's a bit of negative energy around, or maybe it's something wayward has just been hiding in the corner, something small, then you do that on the second occasion, and then you can just move that one on as well. And that's fine. Having a second check after you've done something is absolutely fine, no problem. I will often say that to clients. If you get any issues, it doesn't feel quite right, let me know how you feel. I'll have a quick look, in a few days' time or something like that, and I'll have a quick check and go, yeah, missed that, that's gone. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine, it's all good, just that one little thing, just missed, it's gone, bang. And then it's job done. Now, here's the other caveat, Corey, is that if you clean the house, okay, but you've got toxic people that are living in the house, or you've got people in the house that have got an attachment with them, then you're just going to bring it straight back in, aren't you? So you have to clean yourself, and you have to make sure that other people aren't bringing things in. Let me put this in perspective. So you spring clean your house, it's all shiny, everything's shiny, all the dust, all the dirt, everything's completely, totally clean, yeah? And then you get one person, member of the family, somebody lives here, or a friend, or a workman, comes in and they got dirty clothes on, or they got dirty boots. In they walk, and suddenly now there's dirt in the house. It's exactly the same thing. So I go in and I clean the house, but you've got a toxic person who lives there, who then radiates this toxic energy, and then that attracts other things back into the house. Can happen, does happen all the time. Or you've got a friend or a guest comes into the house, again, unknowing to them maybe, comes in having something on them, an attachment. When I say attachment, I'm talking about some kind of spirit being, okay, human, non-human, sitting on them, brings it into the house, that jumps off, sits in the house, says, thank you very much, I like it in here, that's nice and cozy, and stays in the house. Friend disappears, you've got something in the house again. So you have to be aware of this. Doesn't necessarily mean the house hasn't been cleaned. It means you've just brought something back in, or somebody's brought something back in, or something's just walked past and gone, oh, I like that house, and popped in. Can't do anything about that. Me personally, when I've done a house, I will shield the house afterwards. So it gives it a measure of protection. And I might do a couple of other things as well, but that starts going into a big long story. But that doesn't last forever. And people can just keep coming in and bringing in new stuff. So be mindful about that. Be mindful about how you keep your own energies. Because whatever your energy is going on, whether you're angry and unhappy or in a bad space, all that energy radiates out and can make the house feel uncomfortable. And, anything can just walk in. So it's why you should be looking after yourself and be aware and take care. Keep the house in a nice, positive space. Keep yourself in a nice, positive space. Keep everything in a nice, positive space. Okay, bit more than I was going to say there, but I hope that all helps for you. Okay, have a really good week. If you've got any questions about this kind of thing, please do let me know. And joking aside, okay, these two books, all right, these two books talk about all of this kind of stuff in depth. The ins and outs, the whys and hows, all based on a true story. It's not just a story. This have got information in it for your learning. Okay, that's why I've done it. I deliberately did these books just to help you guys. To entertain you, sure. For you to have fun, sure. But for you to gain knowledge, absolutely. Just as important. It talks about all of this kind of thing. So they are really well worth reading. Check out the reviews on Amazon. And if you like this YouTube video, it's probably been the longest one I've ever done. But please do like, share and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for those that follow me and write comments. I really do appreciate it. We'll keep the channel going, get this information out to more people. Have a lovely week, and I will speak to you all soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.